Welcome to the AutochargeGarage. In this video and on the website, you will find a lot of helpful information to diagnose and follow steps to replace starter motors for automotive vehicles. This video will help you step through the process of replacing your starter motor. We're going to run through the steps one by one to show you the order of operation. This replacement should take just over an hour at most, and if you already have removed the old starter motor and all the right tools are lined up near you, it should be a piece of cake. If you're trying to determine whether or not your starter motor is bad, scroll down on the AutochargeGarage webpage on starter motors and follow the diagnosing steps. Now, another great way to be completely sure that the starter is the problem is to remove it and take it to your local parts store. They'll be able to verify on their testing machine and help you get a good, solid new replacement. Now, since most starter motors tend to be accessible on the underside of the vehicle at the bottom of the engine, you will most likely need to raise up the vehicle. So do so in a safe manner. Use jack stands to support the vehicle, and as always, abide by this simple safety rule: wear safety glasses. Make sure the vehicle is in the spot that you want it to be, because next you're going to turn your vehicle off and disconnect the negative battery, which is always the black cable, and move it out of the way. Once you have access to the starter motor, first record the location of the plugs and cables and make sure you know where each one is attached. Grab a phone and take a quick picture for reference later. Next, disconnect the plugs and wire connections and move them out of the way. Before you remove the bolts from the starter, check for shims around the front of the starter. It's possible they were used to properly align the starter motor. Now, if they are there, make some marks that indicate where they are, as you will need to put them back in the same position with the new starter motor. Now, finally, remove the bolts while supporting the starter. Well, now you can remove the starter. You should be able to pull it back a little and then tilt it slightly to allow the drive cog to be easily removed. Well, now you have the starter removed, take a look at the teeth on the drive cog and also on the flywheel or the ring gear itself. If you see any damage to the teeth, you'll need to replace the ring gear, as it will damage a new starter motor and will void the manufacturer's warranty. Now, place the old starter and the new starter side by side and compare them. Compare the mounting holes, the wire and the plug connectors. They should all be identical to the old one. Even if there is a slightly different appearance to the starter motor itself, as long as the bolt holes and the wire lug connectors are identical, slight variations will be okay. Now, installing the new starter should be a reverse procedure to removing it. Make sure it lines up identically to the old one, insert shims if they were present before, and bolt the new starter motor in place. Next, reconnect the electrical connections in the right terminals, making sure you use the picture or the labels that you made before you remove the old one to put them back in the right place. Now, check your manufacturer's specifications for any bolt torque settings and replicate them. And then finally, once everything is in tight and connected, you can put the battery cables back on the battery. If you removed both, place the positive cable on first and then the negative cable. Well, congrats on a job well done. If you have any additional questions or issues, reach out to the AutochargeGarage tech team and get expert insights from our certified techs. We're here to help.